My name is Amy Keenan. I am your host today from Insightful Accountant, also the woman behind the scenes of our Future Forward event. So if you did attend Future Forward last week, the 2 days, 8 great, amazing sessions, 8 speakers, we just had a ton of great content. So thank you for registering in or attending for that. If you did, you got the email yesterday with all of the recordings. But with that, I'm going to hand the reins over to Xero as we have Jen today presenting. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And Jen, I'm going to let you take it away.
Thanks, Amy. All right. Hey, everyone. I'm super happy to be here to talk to you more about Xero today. We'll cover, of course, our partner program, get to know Xero a little bit, and then also I will be demoing. So let's just dive in and get to the fun stuff here. I am a senior partner consultant at Xero, and I've been here for, gosh, it's almost 5 years now. So I've been in this role the whole time, really like it. I actually worked at a CPA firm for nearly 10 years before I joined Xero. I am actually based outside of Houston, Texas, and worked at a firm there in Houston. We service mostly physicians and dentists, did advisory services, accounting, tax work, all that good stuff. And that's where I learned about Xero. So we started implementing it. I saw the power of it, and I found an opportunity to get out of public accounting and then just work closely with accountants, helping them to implement Xero. So that's what I do here, and it's super fun. That's why I'm here today, to help show you the power of Xero and potentially how it could help you. So let's go ahead and look at what we're going to cover. Just a little brief overview of Xero, of course, the demo, and some next steps and some resources if you're interested in learning a bit more. So our purpose for Xero, like why do we exist? Well, it's really to make life better for people in small business, their advisors, and communities around the world. So that is something that totally aligns with me. So yeah, very, very good purpose and on why we exist. If you don't know much about Xero, we do operate all over the world, but in the US, we have communities, and we find those really important. There will be people like myself. I'm based in Texas for our Texas community. So we try to build like a local network of accountants, bookkeepers that can collaborate with each other locally. You'll find us based in some major cities throughout the US. And if we don't have people on the ground within that city, we still do have coverage. You'll have a dedicated account manager and partner consultant for no matter where you are in the US. Just some features about Xero. We do have super secure platform. We use the AWS server. And if you don't know much about that, it's NASA uses that. So we have a high level of security. We were born in the cloud. So we've only had a cloud-based solution that was started back in 2006. We came over to the US in 2012. So you'll see collaboration is super important to us and having that shared platform. We do have a 24/7 dedicated support team. That's free with your partner account and also for your clients. We do use a ticketing system, which is really nice. So you can go in, submit a ticket, and just move on with your work while we are investigating what you might need help with. And then, of course, there are dedicated humans like myself that are also there to support you. We're always investing in our product. So you'll find that we're constantly rolling out improvements in the background. We love our customer feedback, so constantly innovating. If you check out the Xero blog, you'll see all of our latest and greatest improvements, like our most recent acquisition of the SIFT application. So more to come there. And then Xero is really just, you can consider us a strategic partner. So we really love to work closely with accountants and bookkeepers We really want to help you, help support your business, help your business grow so that you can focus on supporting those small and medium-sized businesses. Like I said, you have us here to help you. We really want to empower you, provide you with all the resources that could help you, win over more clients, help you with easy migrations to Xero. We even have a lot of marketing support as well. I already mentioned this earlier, but we are a cloud solution, so everything's in real time. It's a shared platform. So what you see as the advisor is the same thing the small business is going to see as well. But enough with the slides. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the platform. So I'm just going to jump right in here. Now, I've already logged into Xero. So if you are curious about it, you can sign up at Xero.com and get your free partner account. That will give you access to what I have here, which is what we call Xero HQ. So we're going to start here and then we'll dive into kind of the bookkeeping solution part of it. So Xero HQ, you can think of it as the hub for your practice. So there's lots of tools here for you at the firm level. And let's just briefly go into a couple of them. So you'll see the navigation tabs across the top. First of all, we have our client list. Now that's really like a light CRM tool. You can manage all your contacts here, even if they're not necessarily on Xero yet. You can create groups so that you have everybody organized. And there's lots of customizations here so that you can see the data that you want to see right here. We have a new feature here called Client Insights. This is a great overview. It's going to pull in all of your Xero clients. It's going to show you some key performance metrics all on one page. So, maybe if you're doing benchmarking, if you're working with a lot of similar clients, you'll be able to see that here. Now, there's a lot going on. I have a lot of columns here, but you kind of get the idea. If you want further insights for that specific client, you can drill into the business snapshot. That's going to give you very specific metric information for your client so that you can dig a little deeper. And we'll take a look at that in just a moment. In HQ, you will also have access to report templates. So I like to think of these as like a reporting package or like a bundle. Xero has built out several bundles for you, but you definitely can create your own packages and templates here. You can copy from our existing. Without getting too in the weeds with this, here are a few examples. One I'll point out is the Schedule C template. If you might be providing tax services, this is one that we'll put together for you every single year. We actually have it mapped so that it matches the Schedule C form on the Form 1040. It's actually numbered just as the federal tax form is, so it's very easy to get this data over into your tax software. So these are fantastic, and I'll show you an example once we roll into the actual Xero platform here. Okay, we have Xero Ask as well. This is a secure communication tool. So if you're looking for, something besides maybe email, this is something that's built right in here into the platform. You can create your very own templates, essentially giving you the ability to push out information to your client or requesting that they send you back information through this portal. You can also build out like a questionnaire, a survey. There's so many use cases. It could be a feedback situation you're looking for. Maybe it's a tool that you're using for onboarding clients or even pushing, collecting tax data. So lots of use cases there. The staff tab, this is where you'll manage your firm staff, invite them in, give them their own user roles and permissions, and then also assign them out to individual clients. With Xero, you don't have a limit to the number of staff that you can invite. It's unlimited in your Xero HQ. And on that note as well, all of our Xero subscriptions allow unlimited users as well. There's never an additional fee. It's just part of our plan to allow unlimited users. We feel that it provides additional layer of security, right? So never a charge for that. In the practice tab, we have several things going on here. We have a chart of accounts library. I like to point that out. So as you're creating some standardization, you have your very own templates for your practice. You can save those here, easy to access those. In our partner program, we also have an advisor directory for our bronze level partners and higher. So you can actually list your firm on our directory and small businesses can locate you. And, you can get some new clients that way. I'm going to, well, got an error here in my overview. That's essentially going to give you details of your partner account. Probably need to clear my cookies. Haven't done that in a while. That's going to give you an overview of your partner points. But with that, let's go ahead and dive into our demo client. So no matter what type of subscription your client is on, you're always going to see this same interface, right? So your version as the advisor is going to look identical to the client's version, which is really nice, being that you don't have to, relearn a different version, or your clients not having to perhaps start out on one version and then as soon as they upgrade, learn a different version. It's all going to look the same. You'll just have access to certain features as you are on different subscription types. Okay, so when we arrive here, you'll see that we land here at our dashboard. So this you can think of as a good overview of the business, right? We'll see our bank accounts here, some AR and AP items here. You can hover over and drill into any of these items. Each user can also edit this dashboard and make it their own. So if they want to hide some of these tiles, definitely can do that as well. Let's run through the navigation real quick. So in our business tab, this is where you're going to find the business analytics dashboards. You're going to see the invoicing area, so some AR items, some accounts payable items. You can also access the expense reimbursement module here. You'll see products and services, which is like inventory or service line items or actual products that are being sold. And then check writing if that's something that your client's still using. The accounting tab is going to be more of those advanced functions that usually the advisors, are working on. So bank reconciliations, running reports, and then advanced settings like setting sales tax rates, tracking categories. So setting up different departments or classes. In Xero, we do offer that. We allow 2 different tracking categories with up to 100 options in each of those tracking categories. So let's say you want to track, various locations of a business. And then maybe, there's various partners that are invested into that business. So you can also track maybe the partners. So 2 different options. You're also going to see the projects. So Xero does have a projects module if you are needing to track time, expenses against certain projects or jobs. So let's think of like maybe a client is flipping houses and they're wanting to track all the money that they're investing into it so that they know that they're selling it for a good price, right? And making that profit margin that they want to make from that. That's just one use case. And then contacts, pretty straightforward. Any customers, suppliers are listed there. This plus sign is just a shortcut menu to quickly create transactions. You can do a search function here with the little magnifying glass, and then your notifications here. And then this one is super important. This question mark is going to be there no matter where you are in Xero. This actually takes you directly to search support articles within Xero Central. Xero Central is our site for all of our learning content, all of our support articles. A really great place to go explore and check out any upcoming webinars, those sorts of things. Okay, so now that we know how to kind of navigate, well, one more thing I did forget. this is going to be your main navigation drop down. So this is how you would get back to Xero HQ, switch clients, those sorts of things. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to click straight into my checking account. Just run you through a couple of our really great tools for advisors to help create some of those efficiencies. So we have our bank account here. Now this is simulating a bank feed. So we're going to see all of those banking transactions show up on the left-hand side of the screen, and then the transactions in Xero on the right-hand side of the screen. So think of that as your general ledger side. I'm going to go ahead and toggle my compact view on so I can see a little bit more. Now, Xero does use machine learning. So of course, we're going to try to help you out, match transactions. So in this case, this client is using our invoicing platform, and they're also tracking bills that are being paid. So as those items clear the bank, leave the bank account, come into the bank account, it's matching up with those existing bills and invoices. So we do a quick review, click OK. So we'll see that. We also do allow bank rules. So that's what we're seeing here with 7-Eleven. You can easily create a bank rule on the fly from the screen. You can also override the bank rule if you needed to. Xero also will suggest entries on your behalf based on previously entered transactions. That's what we're seeing here. So this helps to eliminate any of that manual keying, right? You can toggle off the suggestion. It's way down here at the bottom. So just turn that off if you're finding it's not, not convenient, or maybe you're classifying transactions to multiple accounts. Now, we can use this method of classifying and reconciling transactions, but we can also use a feature we love here at Xero. It's called cache coding. I would say this is probably the most favorite item, one of the most favorite items here. Cache coding simply just takes all of those same transactions that were unmatched in that reconcile tab, and it gives you essentially a different view, right? It kind of looks close to Excel. You can easily sort by these blue columns here. So I would recommend payee, right? That kind of groups like items. And then you can use your keyboard, hold down the shift key, and then grab several transactions. Go ahead and type in your account code, hit the tab button. You'll be able to breeze through dozens, hundreds, thousands of transactions in just minutes. So it really helps speed up that reconciliation process. So just showing you here real quick again, how quickly you can get through those transactions. So once you get all of those classified and in, maybe you realize after a conversation with your client, hey, you need to actually reclassify some of those transactions. Maybe they weren't actually business expenses. Go figure, right? They swiped their business card and paid for some personal items. That never happens. But yeah, it's really easy to correct that with a tool that we call Find and Recode. So I'm just going to the accounting menu. It's one of those advisor tools, essentially letting you filter out transactions very easily, transactions that were already reconciled. So you'll see a long list of conditions, so many, and you can actually layer them. I'm going to go ahead and just search by account. So maybe it's that travel account that I want to take a look at. Now you can pull up multiple accounts here. Again, you can layer those conditions. Maybe we know who the user was, or if there are multiple users, you can filter it out. So I'll just pop my name there. And we can go ahead and do a search. So that's going to pull up everything that matches that criteria I set above. And I see I can easily locate the transaction. So I can grab multiple transactions here and then recode them. Now I can choose to recode at the source, or with the manual journal, I keep it clean, recode it at the source. You can use this tool for a number of reasons. Maybe you're trying to update the contact name. In this situation, I'm going to update the account, taking it to owner's draw. You can update the tax rate, and you can also update the tracking category. So in my demo, I'm using regions. So if I wanted to shift some over to a different location, I can easily do that with find and recode as well. Just asking me to confirm that I want to proceed. And there it is. We didn't have to go one by one into each transaction. We could just simply grab them all and do it in one go. So find and recode, another advisor tool for you to use. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull up the business analytics. So we do have a cash flow projection tool right here, which is fantastic. So you can choose different time periods here. And you can see, got a lot going on here. It's giving us some suggestions here at the bottom. Looks like I've got a lot of work cut out for me on my demo. And then we can also dive into business snapshot. Again, this is going to give you that visual representation, excuse me, of some of those business metrics. Now, this could help, in conversations with clients. It could help, with some of those advisory services. Again, you can drill into these numbers. We can change the date range, the accounting basis, and even print out a copy of this. In Xero, when you click print, it will print to a PDF. And then, if you wanted to actually print out on paper from there, you can definitely do that. So financial positions, you can even show financial ratios if that's something you need to look further into as well. So just a little preview there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the reports section. Now, I think our reporting is super robust. I mean, that's basic. That is a fact. So in our reporting menu here, you can favorite different reports, right? Just by clicking the star. You're going to see some tabs here within the reporting screen. So we've got our custom reports, anything that we build and save. Our advisor reports, that's going to be those report templates that we talked about back in Xero HQ under that reporting tab. We also have draft tab, anything you're building, working on. The publish section. So if you just want to take that snapshot of a report and save it here in the publish reports for your clients to retrieve, or maybe it's just an internal procedure that you're doing, you can save them here, and then you can also archive reports. So let's just pull up a report template just so I can show you kind of what that looks like. And then we'll dive into a bit of the customizations. So here's a package that was built out right here. And these are all the reports that are included. I'm not going to make any changes to it, just simply want to go ahead and show you what this would look like. But you can definitely update it and change it, make it your own. And then let's go ahead and export this. All right, so with that, I'm just going to open up what that would look like. I've got my logo here, my color theme, got a table of contents page, and then of course, all of the reports that I chose to include right here. So it gives you that nice professional package that you can then pass over to your clients or include with your tax work papers. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's go back into the main reporting screen. Just a brief preview of what you can do with reporting here. Let's take a look at an income statement. Now we've got all these different shortcut reports on the left. You can just click right into those. Other customizations here, right? We can do a quick comparative. We can run our tracking categories if we're using those, and of course, various other settings here. I'm going to click update. So now we can see a year-over-year comparative, but maybe we want to see some variances. So we do have a tool at the very bottom left. It's called Edit Layout. That's where we can further use these tools here across the top to customize this report. So maybe that's where I want to add a variance column. It's very easy to create that formula using the menu here on the right. We can show it as a percentage or just a dollar amount. Now in Xero, again, very flexible. You can drag and drop the columns as well as the rows. And you can even group and into subcategories or subgroups, right? If you want to group a set of expenses together, easy to do that right here. Let's go ahead and update this. We can see what it looks like. One other thing I'll point out about Xero that I really like is that you can drill into the numbers on the financials. So if we want to see the detail, maybe we're reviewing it with our client, we can right click and we can open up that detail, right? So I can go ahead and do that multiple times. Now that goes, anytime you're navigating Xero, you can actually right click and open up new tabs while you're working within that client so that you can pop right back into the spot, you know, that you want to navigate back to. So here's that detail from the financial. So I can easily look at that and close it out and move on. So there's that financial, again, having the option to export it to PDF, even to Excel, and save it as a published document or even a custom report that I want to be able to run and go back to without having to make those edits every time. So that is a quick overview of Xero. I wanted to go into just a couple of things before my time is up. We have a partner program. Obviously, you can go to Xero.com, and at the top, you'll just click for accountants and bookkeepers to learn a little bit more about this program. There are rewards, benefits for being a partner. It's free to sign up. You can trial it. You will be connected with an account manager and a partner consultant. We do have a Xero certification program. So it's a course that you can become a certified advisor. We have lots of events. We love hosting in-person events. So we do have some road shows coming up. And I'll toggle over to that. We have road shows coming up in Houston and Chicago and Denver. So you can learn more about that from our roadshow page. Again, it's also linked on our partner program page. So I'd love to meet y'all and see you at one of those road shows. They are going to be in November, so you still have plenty of time to register and plan for that. Once you sign up for our partner program, again, like I said, you'll be connected with a person to help you explore Xero and even run you through another demo if you want to look at certain features and kind of drill into those a little bit more. Don't forget, we also have a YouTube channel, so you can also learn more about Xero there. And yeah, with that, thank you so much.
Thanks, Jenna. We actually have a question for you, and I also want to launch your poll while we do that. So
yes.
All right.
I see the question.
Good.
Thanks for bringing that up. Yes, we do integrate with various apps. I did forget to mention that, so thanks for bringing that up. We do have an app store. I'm just going to hop right into it since I'm still sharing. Yeah, we can get there. Yeah, so our app store, you can go explore that. So apps.xero.com, and we have well over 1,000 apps. Now, if it's not listed here, it doesn't mean that we don't integrate with them. So definitely do a Google search if you're not seeing the particular app that you're looking for here. But these are just the ones that we vetted that have gone through our developer program that do connect with Xero. So yes, definitely have that. Anybody else have any questions? If they do roll in, just go ahead and pop them in Q&A, and we'll get them answered for you.
We will. And again, we'll be documenting all this too, so we can have Xero reach out to you, Jen reach out to you afterwards too. Awesome. Well, thank you, Jen.
Thank you.